Hello, fellow preppers. In a world where uncertainty is a given, preparedness is key. It's not just about having the right supplies, but knowing how to safeguard them. Today we're delving into the world of disaster readiness, discussing 13 essential items to conceal when crisis hits. From vital documents to emergency supplies, we'll explore the art of concealment tactics, ensuring your survival gear stays secure and accessible. So, without further ado, let's dive into the first item. First on our list, important documents. These aren't just papers, they are the keys to your life. Passports, birth certificates, marriage certificates, property deeds, they're all vital. Losing them in a crisis can create a whole new set of problems. It's not just about keeping them safe from physical damage, it's also about preventing them from falling into the wrong hands. Think about places where they could be secure and discreet. Remember, safeguarding your documents is safeguarding your identity. Next up, prescription medications. In the face of a disaster, maintaining your health becomes paramount. Having a secure stash of essential medications can be a lifeline, especially when pharmacies are out of bounds. It is important to store them in a cool, dry place, away from sunlight. Consider using a lockable box or a hidden compartment that's easy to access in an emergency. Rotate your stock regularly to ensure that your medication is always within its expiration date. Remember, proper storage is key here, as exposure to extreme temperatures or moisture can render your medication ineffective. Never underestimate the power of good health, especially in a crisis. Our third item, spare batteries. Now consider this, the simplest flashlight can become a beacon of hope in the darkest of nights, but without power, it's merely a paperweight. Spare batteries are crucial in a crisis. They power your flashlights, radios, and other essential devices. Tuck them away in inconspicuous spots, perhaps in a hollowed-out book or a false-bottom drawer. Remember, when the lights go out, your preparedness lights the way. Power up your survival chances with spare batteries. Fourth on our list, cash and valuables. When the world is in a state of chaos, financial resources become more crucial than ever. Cash, jewelry, precious metals, and other valuables can serve as a lifeline, ensuring you can secure necessary supplies in uncertain times. But remember, these are also prime targets for theft. So how do you keep them safe? Explore various concealment tactics. Consider hidden safes, discreet caches, or even decoy stashes. Diversify your locations, don't put all your eggs in one basket. The key is to keep your valuables accessible yet secure. And remember, in times of crisis, cash is king. Moving on to the fifth item, emergency supplies. When disaster strikes, having the right tools on hand can be the difference between life and death. These include items like flashlights, batteries, first aid kits, and multi-purpose tools. It's not just about having these items, but also about ensuring they're safe and accessible when you need them. So, where should you hide these life-saving items? Consider places that are easy to reach, yet out of the ordinary to deter theft. Think about using fake wall outlets or hidden compartments in everyday items. You can also take advantage of the space under your floorboards or stash them in a hollowed-out book on your shelf. Remember, the key here is to be creative. Your hiding spots should be unique to your living environment and easily accessible in a time of crisis. After all, in a situation where every second counts, securing your supplies means securing your survival. Sixth on our list, fuel and propane tanks. Picture a scenario where electricity isn't an option. Your survival could hinge on these energy reserves. Fuel powers generators, heats homes, and cooks food. Propane tanks? They're the unsung heroes, providing heat and a means to cook when the lights go out. But just like any precious resource, they can become targets. It's crucial that these items are stored securely to prevent leakage, theft, or tampering. Concealment tactics can range from disguising storage areas to split storage, dividing resources between multiple hiding spots. Remember, out of sight, out of mind. Fuel and propane tanks, when hidden well, can be your secret weapon in weathering any crisis. Fuel, the lifeline of survival. Next up, personal hygiene items. In the face of a crisis, maintaining good personal hygiene is not just about comfort, it's about health. A toothbrush, toothpaste, soap, feminine hygiene products, and other essentials help prevent infections and diseases. They can boost morale, too. Imagine a day without brushing your teeth or washing your face. Doesn't sound like a good day, does it? So let's keep these items safe and discreet. Consider hiding them in hollowed-out books, false bottom drawers, or even inside unused PVC pipes. Remember, your hiding spots should be easy for you to access, but difficult for others to suspect. Hygiene is health. Never compromise it, even in a crisis. Moving on to the ninth item, backup communication devices. In the midst of a crisis, staying connected is paramount. It's about more than just reaching out for help. It's about receiving vital updates, coordinating with your group, and maintaining a sense of community in challenging times. Two-way radios, satellite phones, and similar devices are your lifeline. However, they're also desirable to those who might not have been as prepared. Concealing these devices is essential. Consider places that are easily accessible yet out of sight, behind a loose brick in the fireplace or tucked away inside a hollowed-out book on your shelf perhaps. Remember, it's not just about hiding, it's about quick access when needed. Communication, the key to survival. 10th on our list, spare clothing and blankets. Imagine a power outage in the dead of winter or being drenched in the rain with no immediate shelter available. The importance of warmth and comfort during a crisis cannot be overstated. Hypothermia is a silent killer and can set in quicker than most realize. That's where spare clothing and blankets come in. They are essential survival gear that can mean the difference between life and death. Therefore, it's crucial to have extra clothing and blankets well concealed and readily accessible. Consider vacuum-sealed bags to save space and protect from moisture. And remember, choose layers and materials wisely, favoring wool and thermal fabrics over cotton. Stay warm, stay alive. Next up, garden seeds. When we talk about long-term sustainability during a crisis, these tiny capsules of life are often overlooked. Yet they hold the potential to provide a continuous supply of fresh produce. Imagine, even during the most challenging times, being able to nurture fruits, vegetables, and herbs right from your backyard or balcony. But like all valuable resources, they too need to be safeguarded. The key is to find hiding spots that are not only secure but also suitable for the preservation of the seeds. Dry, cool, and dark places are ideal. From hidden compartments in your basement to cleverly disguised containers in your pantry, there are numerous ways to conceal these little gems. Remember, in a world where supermarkets may no longer be accessible, your survival could hinge on these seeds. They are not just a means to curb hunger but also a way to maintain nutritional balance. Seeds, the beginning of life and survival. 12th on our list, self-defense items. As much as we hope it never comes to this, personal safety during emergencies is paramount. Self-defense items like pepper spray, tasers, and firearms are invaluable tools in the face of danger. However, these items should be concealed in secure, easily accessible locations. Why? Practicality and safety. In a crisis, you want to be able to access these items swiftly. But remember, concealment is just as crucial to prevent them from falling into the wrong hands. From hidden compartments to secure lockboxes, your choices are plenty. The key is to strike a balance between accessibility and security. Remember, in times of disaster, your safety is in your hands. Last but not least, backup transportation. In the event of a crisis, roads may be blocked or fuel may become scarce. That's when alternative transportation options like bicycles or all-terrain vehicles come in handy. They're not just for recreation, they're crucial for maintaining mobility when the usual routes are compromised. Imagine needing to reach a safe location or gather resources, but your car is out of gas and the streets are congested. That's when your hidden bicycle or ATV becomes a lifeline. Store them out of sight, maybe under a tarp in your backyard or in a locked shed to keep them safe and ready for when you need them. Remember, in times of disaster, those who can move can adapt. Stay mobile, stay ahead. Well, we've covered quite a bit today. From safeguarding important documents and medications, stashing spare batteries, cash, and valuable items, to ensuring the concealment of food and water supplies, and not forgetting personal hygiene items. We've also talked about the importance of hiding communication devices, spare clothing, garden seeds, self-defense items, and backup transportation for those unforeseen circumstances. Remember, preparedness is the key to survival. With that said, I will catch you on the next one.